Hi Dresser Cuties, Winnie here. Today we're going to draw Jinu from K-Pop Demon Hunters. So let's get started. To draw cute Jinu, let's first start by drawing his eyes. So I'm going to start right here and we're going to draw a straight line. It's a little bit delicate, it's a little bit different. So I'm going to start with a straight line right here and then I'm going to bring it down just a little bit, head downwards. And then on this side right here, we're going to extend this out just a little bit and come downwards. So we're creating this shape. And then underneath here, towards this edge a little bit more, I'm going to draw a circle. Right about here. And then at the bottom, we're going to put in a line, soft line, and then bring this part up, so that there's a slant right here. There. So that's the shape you're aiming to draw. So come in here and just kind of thicken this part up a little bit. I know it's very subtle, but just want to thicken the top up. And then in this space right here, I'm going to add a circle right here for a highlight. And then in the center space, put another circle and then shade that part in. And then this part is where you would put in some color for Jinu's eyes. So let's do the same thing on the other side. So I'm going to bring this point across to, let's see, about right here. Not too far apart, but right here. And once again, we're going to go up. So on this side, it's just easier. Since I have something to follow, I'm going to go up with this slight angle, and then we're going to go out this line and then about right here, bring it down slightly, and then once again in this space draw a circle and the highlight and the inside. There, and then at the bottom, as light as possible, just draw this line and then bring it up. There. Okay, so there. And then from there, we're going to come down and in between in the center, so let's say about right here. Just going to give Jinu a cool smile, bring it up and cap it off. Then let's see here. Then let's come to the sides, come really close to this point, and same thing here. We're going to start to frame his face. So I'm going to bring down, we're going to make his face a little bit more angular. So bring down this slant on both sides. And kind of like where the mouth is, around there, we're going to come in to create the jawline. So just kind of bring it in. Angle it in. And I'm just going to give myself a point in the center. It's kind of like how low I want his chin. So let's say about right here. I'll give myself a point. And I'm going to try my best here to aim for this area. Turn your body or the paper. And as I come here, I need to give him a chin. So I'm going to flatten this part out a little bit. And then connect. It's very subtle once again, but you just want to kind of flatten this part to make sure you give him a nice strong chin. Okay, there. Then from there, we can come back into this area. Just going to bring it up a tiny bit more. And we're going to draw his ear. So just pop out a curve and some details. And I'll just put in a circle right here for his earrings. So same thing on the other side. Another one. I believe he has earrings on both sides. And then let's see, we need to draw his hair, his beautiful hair. So I'm just going to kind of imagine an oval. I'm going to bring it up nice and high, and so kind of towards the side. So let's say about right here. I'll give myself a point. From there, we're going to bring a strand, pop it up, come down really close to his eye, and then zigzag out. And then this side, same thing, go up, and then we're going to come down in between his eyes and draw one strand, then another one really close to his eye, go out, and then one more. There. And then in this space right here, just kind of connect it. Soft curve for his forehead. And so it's looking weird because we need to put his brow. So come up about right here, and I'm just going to draw a slight angle line and thicken it up. There, finally looks better, right? Huge difference with the brow. So whatever space about right here, same thing. Just gonna make this thicker so you don't have to draw the rest of the brow. And I'm just gonna come in here one more time, sorry, and thicken up this top curve just to anchor his eyes better. There, okay, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and about right here, I'm just gonna curve slightly up to about here, nice and high. And this side, we're gonna go up, pop it up, and then we're gonna come down, give a slight slant, and then pop it out, and then bring it back into his ear. And then on this side, go up higher. And then once again, same thing. We're just gonna slant it a little bit, and then about right here, go past the ear. We're just gonna bring it down, and if you like, make a little zigzag and bring it in. There for some detail. And if you like, you can draw in some of these details if you like for the hair. But hopefully you love these eyes. I just felt like I had to draw these kind of eyes instead of my Draw So Cute eyes, because it's so handsome, right? Okay, so then from there, let's draw his body. So let's find the center. And right here, we're going to give him a neck. I'm just going to make it a little bit thicker and then bring it down. For his broad shoulders, so we're going to go about right here, kind of the width of his face. So same thing here. Bring it out nice and wide. So then from there, let's see, I'm going to come down. So I'm going to bring this, so I want my shoulders about there. I'm going to bring down this line, curve for his chest. It's about right here and here. From there, let's go ahead and draw in some more details. So I'm going to come right about here on both sides, and we're just going to bring down, curve towards the center, nice and deep, about right here. And we can let's see, put in a curve right here for his shirt inside, and then we can come back in this space and draw a collar. So right here, and if you like, you can pop this part out for his collar. So same thing here. And pop this part out right there. And then he does have a necklace if you want to draw that. Right there for his necklace. And then let's see, let's bring this down, just kind of wobble a little bit, and then keep going down on this side. So let's see here, let's bring it down a little bit more. But right in this area right here, we're going to stop, and I'm just going to draw a little line right there, just so I know where his belt is going to be in his waist. So then I'm going to bring this out just a tiny bit, and let's come back right here, and I'm just going to kind of wobble a little bit because his shirt's kind of tucked in, and this side's just going to wobble down just to break it up, and then come right here, and we're going to curve and connect his shirt. So same thing here, just curve this down and connect. So just kind of drawing these two hook areas, and then in this space that you've created, come about right here, we're going to draw his belt. So the center, there's some loops right here, and then find your center once again and say about right here. I'm just going to draw a slanted line, and this is where his legs are going to start, and then right here. There. So we just want to make it look like his shirt's inside. And before I forget, let's put in some buttons right there. Okay, so let's keep going. I'm going to work on this side first. And I'm just going to keep going down, straight down, but much thinner as we come down to his ankle area. Say about there. And then towards the bottom right here, I'm just going to wobble a little bit for his jeans. And then I'm going to cut them off at a slant. And then right here, start his shoes. So draw a curve. And then we're going to bring this down, pop it out, and connect. There. And then for some details, his sole right here, and then some laces there. Okay, so same exact thing on the other side. Wobble a little bit about here. There for his other shoe. Okay, and then for some details right here, I'm going to find the center, draw a straight line down, then some jean detail right there, his pockets. And before I forget, kind of like where his knee is about right here, just going to draw a rip. I think he has it on both sides, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and draw on both sides. There. And then now we can finally draw his shoulders. So let's bring this down, and I'm just going to have his arms to the side. So let's come down, and they're folded up. So kind of imagine where his elbow is where you're going to stop this. So say about right here, I'm just going to wobble a little bit, and then here, cut it off, wobble, and cut it off. There. And then we're going to come down. So I want his hands about right here, right there, and just thicken it up to the wrist, and then come here for his fingers. Round and up and in. There. So same thing on the other side. Just going to drag some points across, just so kind of know where the other side is. Right there. And same thing, just keep going. And just going to drag this across so I know approximately where his fingers should start. and connect. There. Okay, and then when you're coloring, just put in these light, let me like a light gray to create this plaid pattern on his shirt here. But I'm gonna add a heart right here because Jinu's all about giving hearts, right? And that is pretty much it for my drawing here of the leader of the Saja Boys from the K-pop Demon Hunters. I really hope you love how he turned out and that I helped you draw him fun and easy today. And if I did, please make sure to give me a like and subscribe so you won't miss any new Draw So Cute videos. See you later.